Which team improved the most after the 2022 NFL Draft? The 2022 NFL Draft is in the rear view, leaving football fans with their clearest picture yet of what their favorite team will look like come Week 1. Enter the NFL Power Rankings, which return to survey each of the 32 teams after a bonkers offseason of coach and GM reboots, blockbuster trades, free agent acquisitions, and draft lever pulls. Welcome to Endless Sports. Subscribe now so you never miss out on any of the greatest facts about sports and the latest trending sports news. Let's get into the video. Rank number 1, Buffalo Bills. Previous rank, number 1. The Bills used the draft to put the finishing touches on a loaded roster that has balance on both sides of the ball. First-round pick 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤 fills the void across from standout cornerback Tre'Davious White, while second-round pick James Cook, brother of Viking stud Dalvin, adds some needed juice to the running back room. Josh Allen wasn't exactly hurting for weapons to begin with, but Cook's versatility, along with a quiet signing of underrated slot man Jamison Crowder, will make Buffalo's attack even more difficult to contend with. Good luck, AFC. Rank number 2, Los Angeles Rams. Previous rank, number 2. As the Thursday night press conference featuring Sean McVay and Les Snead made clear, the party goes on for the defending champs. The Rams are one of just 2 teams, along with the Dolphins, since 2009 to not make a selection in the first 100 choices of a draft. So yes, the F them picks era of Rams football remains alive and well. I could share my trenchant thoughts about Logan Bruss, third-round pick out of Wisconsin, but I think we're all more interested in whether Odell Beckham Jr. will return to Los Angeles in 2022. The veteran wide receiver remains a free agent while he recovers from his latest ACL reconstruction surgery. Number 3, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Previous rank, number 4. The Bucs traded out of the first round and used their first 2 picks to address holes in their starting lineup. Logan Hall, the 33rd overall selection, should line up next to Vita Vea as a potential replacement for free agent 𝐦𝐚𝐺𝐭, while 57th pick Luke Goedeke profiles as a replacement for Pro Bowl guard Ali Marpet, who retired in February. Speaking of retirement, Rob Gronkowski continues to fist pump away during his now obligatory offseason dance. While Gronk decides, come on, he's coming back, Tampa Bay imported a tight end of the future with the 4th-round selection of Cade Otton. It's unlikely Gronk is even aware this happened. Rank number 4, Cincinnati Bengals. Previous rank, number 3. Last year, the Bengals rolled the dice by passing on offensive line help at number 5 overall in favor of Ja'Marr Chase, who made Duke Tobin and company look smart with a brilliant rookie season. Since he used free agency to address, aggressively, its suspect offensive line, then used the draft to improve the back end of its defense, with the selections of defensive backs Daxton Hill and Cam Taylor-Britt. The Bengals are running their team with sound and direct logic. They identify and attack deficiencies in an efficient manner. The 2022 draft was the latest example. Rank number 5, San Francisco 49ers. Previous rank, number 5. In our post-free agency power rankings published on March 22nd, I led my Niners entry thusly. Jimmy G is still hanging around. Well, it's now May 2nd, and Jimmy G, like a college dropout at a high school kegger in the woods, continues to linger. This isn't Garoppolo's fault, of course. Shoulder surgery very clearly mucked up his market. Meanwhile, the Niners don't seem at all eager to move superstar wide receiver Deebo Samuel, trade demand be damned. Kyle Shanahan said on Friday the 49ers have yet to receive an offer that was even remotely close to what they'd consider fair. One explanation for that, as a prominent NFL reporter recently said to me, is that San Francisco has been really unreasonable in trade conversations. This entire scenario boils down to the team having no interest in parting ways with its most explosive player. Rank number 6, Green Bay Packers. Previous rank, number 6. Packers melodrama is a renewable resource. Green Bay traded superstar wide receiver Davante Adams to the Raiders in March, then chose to pass on drafting a wide receiver on day 1 despite owning 2 first-round picks. Cue the inevitable Aaron Rodgers appearance on the Pat McAfee show, where the mercurial quarterback said Adams' departure was a little surprising, and that he had hoped by returning he'd influence Adams to stay in Green Bay as well. Anyway, GM 𝐦𝐨𝐤𝐞 did trade up to land North Dakota State wide receiver Christian Watson with the 34th overall pick on Friday. Watson, Sammy Watkins, Allen Lazard, and Amari Rodgers headline a decidedly meh receiver room in Green Bay. Odell Beckham, show yourself. Rank number 7, Kansas City Chiefs. Previous rank, number 9. We thought the Chiefs would get aggressive in pursuit of one of the more hyped wide receivers in this year's class. But Kansas City instead hung back as 6 wideouts came off the board in the first 18 overall picks. Brett Veach used the team's 2 first-round picks to fill obvious needs on defense, CB Trent McDuffie, edge George Karlaftis, before addressing wideout in round 2 with Western Michigan speedster Sky Moore. Moore joins Marquez Valdes-Scantling and Juju Smith-Schuster as the new faces in the receiver room. But will they be enough for Patrick Mahomes after Tyreek Hill took his magic to Miami? KC still has work to do at that position. Rank number 8, Denver Broncos. Previous rank, number 8. The blockbuster trade for Russell Wilson was a massive lift for the franchise, and it's hard to quibble with any transaction that ends with the arrival of a potential Hall of Fame passer in his prime. One minor drawback of the deal was the departure of tight end Noah Fant, who was sent to Seattle. Denver addressed this hole in its attack through the draft, selecting UCLA's 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿 Dulcich in the 3rd round. Dulcich was a downfield playmaker in college, and he should have a clear path to an immediate role in Nathaniel Hackett's offense. Rank number 9, Los Angeles Chargers. Previous rank, number 7. The Chargers used free agency to improve a defense that cost them a playoff spot last season. The draft found Los Angeles targeting improvements to its exciting offense. First-round pick Zion Johnson is a plug-and-play starter at guard who meshes well with the franchise's unofficial edict, protect Justin Herbert at all costs. After adding secondary help in the 3rd round with Baylor safety JT Woods, the Chargers used their 4th-round selection on running back Isaiah Spiller, an intriguing complement to touchdown machine Austin Eckler. The AFC West is as rugged as any division in football, but the Bolts will be ready for the fight. Rank number 10, Las Vegas Raiders. Previous rank, number 11. Anybody else hyper-impressed with Derek Carr's new haircut? Carr's gone on quite the lettuce journey during his NFL career, but the modified faux hawk debuted at the start of the draft is an ace look that will only endear him further with the beautiful lunatics of the black hole. Meanwhile, the Raiders' draft class was significantly downsized by the Davante Adams trade, something silver and black fans can surely live with. The biggest news before the draft revolved around the announcement that the team would not be picking up the 5th-year option on any of its 3 first-round picks from 2019. It's actually impressive the Raiders are in such a solid position despite that hat trick of personal misses. Rank number 11, Baltimore Ravens. Previous rank, number 15. The Ravens are just good at this. Disappointments connected to an injury-ravaged 2021 season aside, Baltimore has remained an AFC power player for the better part of 2 decades, thanks in large part to an uncanny knack for knowing who to pick and when. The team's 2 first-round selections this year, safety Kyle Hamilton and center Tyler Linderbaum, profile as day 1 starters, and instant difference makers, while the move to select highly skilled outside linebacker David Ojabo, who tore his Achilles tendon in March, could pay big dividends in 2023. Meanwhile, the trade of Marquise Brown to Arizona for a first-round pick was more ace maneuvering by GM Eric DeCosta. Brown won it out and never lived up to his own first-round status. Comeback season approaches in Charm City. Rank number 12, Indianapolis Colts. Previous rank, number 16. Quarterback has been a revolving door in Indianapolis since the surprise retirement of Andrew Luck nearly 3 years ago. But the Colts appear confident that Matt Ryan, who turns 37 later this month, will finally bring stability under center. Jim Irsay said last week he believed Ryan could play another 4 seasons with the Colts. The owner's rosy viewpoint was echoed in Indy's 2022 draft class, which included 8 picks but nary a quarterback among them. GM Chris Ballard lost his first-rounder in the doomed Carson Wentz acquisition in 2021, but he still came out of Vegas with a solid haul that included offensive players with each of the team's first 3 picks. The Colts know they must become more explosive on that side of the ball to compete in the loaded AFC. Rank number 13, Dallas Cowboys. Previous rank, number 12. Drafting an offensive lineman in the first round doesn't usually titillate a fan base, but the move to grab Tulsa Mauler Tyler Smith at 24th overall made sense for a Dallas team that has seen age and turnover gradually diminish the blockers in front of Dak Prescott. Jerry Jones and friends also probably hoped they'd come out of this draft with one of the buzzy wide receivers, but the 6 biggest names were already history by the time the Cowboys were on the clock in the first. There's no doubt the Eagles made themselves a more competitive team this offseason. Can you honestly say the same about America's team? The NFC East is about to tighten up. Rank number 14, Cleveland Browns. Previous rank, number 14. The Browns remain an impossible team to rank in this exercise given what we don't know about Deshaun Watson. The quarterback remains in limbo on account of the 22 civil lawsuits alleging sexual assault and misconduct, as well as the ongoing league investigation. Will he even play in the 2022 season? And if he doesn't, how much can we realistically expect from a team 8-9 a year ago being led by Jacoby Brissett? Well, they do have Baker Mayfield, but the team will throw an anniversary halftime celebration for the 2000 Super Bowl champion Ravens before the former number 1 overall pick plays another snap in Cleveland. The Browns have the chance to be an AFC superpower in the years to come, but they remain a messy proposition in the here and now. Rank number 15, Philadelphia Eagles. Previous rank, number 19. Howie Roseman is on a heater. Last month, the veteran GM pulled off an excellent draft capital swap with the Saints that set up the Eagles well in the years to come. In Vegas, Philly fortified its defensive front with first-round pick Jordan Davis, then pulled off what might be remembered as the Ocean's 11 heist of the draft by landing Georgia middle linebacker 𝐦𝐨𝐫𝐞 Dean in the 3rd round. A day earlier, Roseman pulled off another heist by landing star wide receiver A.J. Brown in a trade with the Titans. Given all the factors at play, Brown's age 24, his all-pro ability, and the team struggles to identify wide-out talent in the draft, outside Devonta Smith, yep, just call the Eagles GM Danny Ocean. And that's all for today. We hope you enjoyed this upload. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for even more great content just like this. Thanks for watching. See you soon in another one.